Welcome to your slow flow class. This is a Vinyasa styled class, so we'll be connecting our breath to our movements. And we're going to be really targeting the legs, the hips, the hamstrings here. So without further ado, let's start out in a wide-legged child's pose. Bring the big toes to kiss behind you. Spread the knees out as wide as is comfortable today and slide the fingertips forward. Relax the forehead down to the mat. Find a big belly breath in. Fill all the way up into the lungs. And an audible exhale, just let it go. As you breathe in, just feel the side body lengthen. And as you exhale, just feel the back side of the body open up, releasing any tension through the shoulders. If it feels good, you can rock the forehead side to side. And just taking a few breaths to settle into stillness and into this space. Taking the time to slow down. And so as you continue to breathe in and out, can you elongate your exhales and inhales? And smoothing out the breath as you breathe in. And a slow, steady exhale out as you breathe out. And slowly begin to walk the palms back towards your body. And then just shift your weight over to one side. We'll bend through the knees, plant the hands behind you, and then just invite some windshield wipers into the legs. Just opening up through the frontal hips, getting some movement and mobility into the legs. And then the next time the knees reach center, just begin to walk the feet out to the top of your space. Find length through the crown of the head as you reach your fingers high. And as you exhale, you'll hinge forward, finding our seated forward fold, just staying here for a moment to open up through the hamstrings, the calves, and even all the way up into the back. Breath in and slow breath out. And slowly rise back up. You can reach the palms up overhead, bring the palms to touch, and then slide them down to the heart space. Relax the hands to the hips, and then just shift the weight forward, right? Arrive in your neutral tabletop position. Press down through the finger pads and keep the gaze down between the thumbs. We'll take a couple rounds of cat-cow here just to warm up through the spine. As you breathe in, dip the belly, shine the heart forward, cow. As you exhale, round and curl through the spine, gaze back between the thighs. Cat. Inhale, open up, cow. Exhale, round and curl, cat. Now you can stay just like this, moving in one plane, or start to dip the hips over to the left as you breathe in, and then sink the hips back to a modified child as you breathe out. Inhale, hips dip over to the right. Exhale, modified child. Really opening up through the hips with this motion here. And trying to connect the breath to your movements. So making it feel really juicy and fluid in the body. And take one final round. And then return through center. We'll tuck the toes, lift the hips high to the sky for our downward facing dog. In our down dog, just pedal out the feet, find any movements you need before settling into stillness. Find a slow, smooth breath in and a smooth, slower exhalation out. Gaze between the thumbs and take tiny little baby steps. Walk to the top of your space. Find a halfway lift. Just create a flat back in the spine, and then fold forward, catching for opposite elbow, ragdoll pose. Let the head and neck hang heavy, and maybe some slow movements in to rock side to side. Gently release the palms down. Find another halfway lift. And then exhale, fold, and just walk the toes off your mat, heels on, toes point out. And then sink the hips down to a deep Malasana squat. If you do have a block, you can place the block underneath the sits bones. But the importance here is to make sure we're not hunching and rounding forward, but continuing to lengthen through the crown of the head, lift the chest up. You can bring the hands to the heart and use the leverage of the elbows to traction the knees out to deepen through the inner groin and the hips. If it feels good, you can kind of rock side to side, just playing into the hips a little bit more. And breath in, slow breath out. Release the palms down, lift the hips high, walk the feet back in. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. And pressing the palms firmly into your mats. As you lift the chest, relax the shoulders down and back, pulling the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, hips send high to the sky, down dog. Breathe in, lift the right heel high. Then exhale, bring the knee towards your nose and then slowly drop it between the thumbs. Slide the left foot flat And rise to your warrior one position. Hips come parallel to the front corners of the mat as you reach through the fingertips. Maybe you close the eyes and feel every muscle, fiber in your body turn on. Inhale. And then exhale, just swing yourself open, warrior two. From here, we'll straighten the legs, reach the arms up, and then exhale, just deepen into your warrior two. Find your breath in. Exhale, take a big skandasana lunge into your left leg. You'll straighten out the right leg, flex the toes towards your face, and maybe you bring the hands to your heart center. If a bind or half bind is in your practice, let the left palm lay on your mat or beside you and reach the right fingers high as you catch for either the left palm or the left hip crease. Continue to pull the right shoulder back as you find this little twist. Inhale and exhale. Release the bind, and on your breath in, bend back into the right leg, reach the right palm up and back, find a reverse warrior. Exhale, bring the palms back to your mat, step your right leg back. Option to take a little vinyasa flow here, lowering through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. And take a breath in and a breath out. Taking this on the other side, we'll lift the left heel high to the sky. Exhale, bring the left foot forward, step through and rise to your warrior one. Find that deep lunge into the left leg. Maybe you pull the pinky fingers in, thumbs out, to release the tension and stress through the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your right leg, reach the palms up. Exhale, deepen, warrior two. Find your inhale. Exhale, big transition back into skandasana in the right leg this time. Bringing the hands to the heart, staying lifted through the chest, and maybe catching for that half or full bind if it's in your practice today. Breathe into the twist. And on your next breath in, release. Plant the left foot back down, bend into the left knee as you lift up to your reverse warrior. Ride your breath all the way down, option to flow through a vinyasa flow as you lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find a breath in and a slow breath out. We'll flow through that one more time, just adding a few postures on, so listen closely. Inhale, lift the right heel. Exhale, step through. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Stay for your inhale. Exhale, skandasana to the back wall. Inhale, straighten your legs. This time, find a wide-legged forward fold. Let the crown of your head release down. And there are a variation of varieties you can keep the arms. So you can cradle the neck in to feel a nice compression through the upper back. Or you could walk the palms to the back of your space to bring the head closer to the earth. We're here for 3 breaths, enjoying this inversion. Release the hands to your mat. Find a halfway lift. And then exhale, just walk forward. Slide the right foot to the top right corner. And then drop the left knee down. Reach it back with the right hand. Catch for the left foot, finding a nice little quad stretch. Breathe in. And breathe out. Slowly release that left foot and then find your half splits. Flex the right toes to the face. And take 3 deep breaths, breathing into the belly of the hamstring. Soften the right foot back down, plant the palm, step back, high plank. Option for that chaturanga, lower halfway. Inhale, open up, upward facing. Exhale, press the hips high, down dog. Bring the left heel high as you feel ready, and then step forward to your warrior 1. Inhale, rise high. Exhale, warrior 2. Find your inhale, and on your exhale, skandasana into the right leg this time. Take a breath in. And then exhale, pike the hips high to the sky for your wide-legged forward fold. This time we'll interlace the hands to the low back and then press the knuckles skyward as you enjoy this shoulder expansion. 3 deep breaths. And slowly release. Find a halfway lift, lifting through the crown of the head. And then exhale, setting up for that low lunge. If you'd like the quad stretch here, you'll open up through the left leg and catch back with the left palm to reach for the right foot. Take a final breath in. And be cool, slowly release the right foot back. Then exhale, just flesh that out with a nice, juicy hamstring stretch in our half splits position. Breathing into the left hamstring this time. Inhale, ground the left foot back. Plant the palms, step back, Finding our one final chaturanga if you feel called. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Take a slow, smooth breath in and smooth breath out. Release the knees down to your mats. Sit the glutes down. Plant the feet, bend your knees, and then lower all the way down to the back. Bring the knees to the chest. And then just begin to create some circles with the knees. Finding a nice release through the low back. And drop the feet down and bring the knees to touch as you walk the feet to the wide edges, finding a little broken bridge here. Feel this nice release through the low back. And as you breathe in and out, just focus on the space between the inhalation and exhalation. So the moments before you exhale, just maybe pausing, noticing that space. And you can bring the knees back into the chest. We'll find a happy baby pose. Bring the knees out as wide as comfortable and catch for the feet. You can rock side to side if it feels good. Maybe you straighten the legs. Find a supine straddle position. Keeping the eyes closed. And really tapping inward. Taking any movements or poses that you feel called to. It doesn't really matter what it looks like. It just matters how it feels. And bring the knees slowly back into the chest. We'll find an easy little twist over to the left. Reaching the right arm long. You stack the knees and twist through the spine. Relax the right shoulder blade down to the mat. And breath in and breath out. Bring the knees back through center and then easy twist over to the right. Nothing crazy here. breathing in through the twist of the spine. And then noticing any gripping you may be holding through the fingers or the arms. Ever so slowly, bring the knees back in through center. And we'll set up for our final resting posture. I will offer the variation of bringing the feet to touch, the soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide, finding a Supta Baddha Konasana on our backs. Or if you'd like a more traditional Savasana for our final resting pose, you can walk the feet out, allow the legs to take up space. Just close the eyes. Allowing the body to just bask in the benefits of your practice. Slowing down to feel just the energy that's been moved. Slowing down to feel just any emotions or thoughts that arise. And stillness is where we really learn ourselves and know ourselves. So just take rest for a couple moments. And if you have the time to stay resting, stay exactly as you are. If you are ready to move on with the rest of your day, bend the knees, plant the feet down, maybe just find some slow windshield wipers to bring some movement back into the body. It feels so good to just slow down. And then as you feel ready, press yourself onto your forearms to make yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bringing the hands to your heart center, finding an inhale and an open mouth exhale. From my heart to yours, Namaste. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide through this slow flow practice. My name is Emily and I have weekly meditation and yoga classes, so I'd love to see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your slow, relaxing, calm day. I'll see you in the next video.